Argiano is thought to be an ancient place full of history where wise men searched for Argiani, the legendary altar of the Roman god Janus. At the summit of the magnificent hill southwest of Montalcino, the villa of Argiano was built among vineyards and olive groves. The horseshoe-shaped Renaissance building dates back to 1581. Passing from one noble family to another, the villa has survived unaltered in all its magnificence to the present day. Since 1992, the management of Countess Noemi Marone Cinzano has continually focused Argiano's wine production on the highest level of quality. Under the guidance of the world-famous master Giacomo Takis, Argiano has succeeded in asserting itself at the top end of the wine market. The Argiano estate covers over 100 hectares and has a particularly favorable location with its perfect southern exposure of the vineyards, the Eocenic soil formed from marly limestone with some clay areas, and the dry winds from the Maremma, which provide constant ventilation due to its altitude. All these factors blend to provide the uniqueness of Argiano's wines. The grape production, deriving only from its own vineyards, is much reduced, thus favoring a high concentration of the skins, which results in a fruit rich with anthocyan and noble tannins. The grapes are harvested by hand and collected in small baskets. In 2000, Argiano added a new wing to its vinification cellar with a modern laboratory furnished with up-to-date instruments. This has led to the completion of a journey that began in the distant past, with the aim of achieving absolute quality for the new millennium. The cellars underneath the villa, where the wines age in small and medium-sized oak barrels, remain the most precious jewel of Argiano. Constant temperature and humidity, together with the absence of light and noise, are natural conditions that can only be found in such a historical and unaltered 15th century cellar. The choice of wood for the aging of the wine is of fundamental importance and is constantly reviewed. Besides the traditional oak casks, French oak barrels have been introduced to allow a more subtle and balanced tannin extraction. A medium-sized winery with an annual production of 300,000 bottles, Argiano represents one of the most historical wineries in the region and is among the 10 largest of the 130 wineries that produce Brunello di Montalcino. The request for Argiano's wines is worldwide, and the winery deals directly with over 35 countries on all 5 continents. The classical products of the region are Brunello di Montalcino and Rosso di Montalcino. The new vineyards to be planted are stocked with vines of the best Sangiovese Grosso after a careful selection of clones. Rosso di Montalcino is aged in wood for 5 to 6 months. Its formidable pleasure and immediate readiness make it a serious competitor to the most famous of Italian wines, the Brunello di Montalcino. Aged for 1 year in French oak barriques, the Brunello successively passes another 12 months in large oak casks. Bottling occurs a year before its release onto the market, which by law is fixed at the 5th year after harvest. In 1995, Giacomo Takis added a new wine to the estate's production, Solengo, the first Super Tuscan of Argiano, with the aim of maximizing the value of the pedoclimatic conditions of the Argiano ecosystem. Solengo is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Syrah. After a separate fermentation of the grapes, the wine is aged for 14 months in new French barriques. The latest addition to Argiano's winery is Suolo, Italian for soil. Proof of the territory's potential, it was vinified by Dane Hans Vinding-Diers and demonstrates an extreme approach to the Sangiovese grapes of the estate's oldest vineyards, blending structure and fruitiness in complete harmony.
È la mia costante ispirazione, la mia passione.